Hi Marion. And good evening, Paul. I called this T-Bone Stormy Sunday, but actually today has not really been. Storm Kathleen hasn't really lived up to its reputation. It's been more what your mum would have called a good drying day. Hey Gail, and Julia and Tam. Okay, I haven't played this for a while. Instrumental called Poor Boy, been played by lots of different people. And my version's not the same as anyone else's version. It's got little bits of everyone's in it. The Rolling Stones put it on Beggar's Banquet album many years ago as Prodigal Son, but it's a much, much older song. And my version is kind of a mashup of quite a few different versions. Book of White, Stephen Grossman, because he's my big, big influence, and John Fahey. Anyway, this is called Poor Boy. Poor Boy. Hi Phil. Hi Dave. Yep. It was a very nice lunch actually. I like them pies and beans. I'm a total pleb at heart. Hi Fiona. Hi Leslie and Jeff. Hi Carol. Okay, hi Stevie. Jim, sprung. It's sunny outside. And the wind doesn't really howling that much, to be honest. Anyway, I'm doing a few that in the last couple of gigs that I've kind of been doing new ones, but I've been doing them quite a lot because I kind of need to learn them, you know. And this is one like that. I've done it quite a few times. Didn't do it last week, but it's that Police Dog Blues. And I've told you all before, if you can be bothered to look up Murren Bradley, or Murren Bradley, not sure how you pronounce her name, on YouTube and you watch her playing all kinds of blues. She does this one and got a whole album of old blues songs. She's only 16. Her dad was a blues fan, and that's how she learned to play them all, by listening to his records. And obviously she had a lot of talent as well. And I heard her doing this one because Kevin sent me a link to it. Police Dog Blues, originally by Blind Blake. It's about 100 years old. It's great. All my life I've been a traveling man. All my life I've been a traveling man. Staying alone and doing the best I can. I shipped my trunk down to Tennessee. I shipped my trunk on down to Tennessee. It's hard to tell about a man like me. I met a gal, I couldn't get her off my mind. I met a gal, I couldn't get her off my mind. She passed me up, she said she didn't like my kind. I'm scared to bother around her house at night. I'm scared to bother around her house at night. She got a police dog craving for a fight. His name is Rambler when he gets a chance. His name is Rambler when he gets a chance. He leaves his mark on everybody's pants. Well, I guess I'll travel, guess I'll let her be. I guess I'll travel, guess I'll let her be. Before she sicks her police dog on me. The Dreaded Police Dog Blues. Done this one once before, but it was 2 or 3 years ago, I think. Nowadays I've got songs that I might forget the words of. I've got them on this wee tablet here, which is fixed on the mic stand. But there's loads of songs that I don't need it for, but the ones that I just think I might forget the words, I've got it there. And this song, I don't have it on the tablet, so it must have been before I got that, which was a couple of years ago anyway. And I only sang it the once, don't know why, because it's a really good song. If you watched the very first True Detective with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, they used this as the theme tune. And it's by a band called The Handsome Family, which is quite a good name for a band, I think. You know. and I've seen a video of them doing it on YouTube, and I don't know if it was meant to be ironic, but I think it might have been. Anyway, this is called Far From Any Road, and it's kind of dark and spooky. I really like it. From the dusty mesa, her looming shadow grows, hidden in the branches of the poison creosote. She twines her spines up slowly towards the boiling sun, and when I touched her skin, my fingers ran with blood. In the hushing dusk, under a swollen silver moon, I came walking with the wind to watch the cactus bloom. A strange hunger haunted me, the looming shadows danced. I fell down to the thorny brush, and I felt a trembling hand. When the last light warms the rocks and the rattlesnakes unfold, mountain cats will come to drag away your bones, and rise with me forever across the silent sand, and the stars will be your eyes, and the wind will be my hands, and rise with me forever across the silent sand, and the stars will be your eyes, and the wind will be my hands. Hi, Mike McHale. It was actually wonderful. I've just watched it all again in the last week or so, the very first True Detective, and it's absolutely fantastic. I know sometimes Matthew McConaughey can, well, he's kind of like a, sometimes he seems a bit like a one-trick pony, but he was absolutely wonderful in that, as was Woody Harrelson. And it's about, obviously it's about the crime, which is a horrific crime, but it's also about the relationship with the two guys and about how they change in the course because of the events that happen, that they're caught up in. Okay, this next one I played, I think, last week, because I was doing a kind of thing that I hoped, I don't know, it was really because I wanted to do something for my mum and something for my dad. This one's for my dad. As you know, I've recently learned The Entertainer, but actually the one that my dad listened to the most on the album, because every time a good film came out, my dad used to buy the soundtrack. You know, for weeks you'd be listening to the theme from Dr. Bleeding Zhivago or whatever. Anyway, when The Sting came out, he bought this Marvin Hamlish album, and this is the one he listened to a lot. It's my favourite as well. And I played it last week after a fashion. I'm a wee bit better at it now. It's meant for the piano, so it's quite tricky to translate it to guitar. It's called Solace. Hi, Maria. And hi, Kathleen. I don't think you watched last week, Kathleen, so can you guess what I'm playing for my mum? It's another tune rather than a song. It's not next, though. This is next. It's one of mine. It's the only one of mine I'm doing tonight, actually. And it's Jock Penman's favourite. I don't think he's listening, but never mind. It's about a girl called Annie who was born in Primmer Place in Cowdenbeath. She doesn't exist, I just made her up. But she's just like you and me. Annie was born in Primmer Place with a good heart and a pretty face. She was never a charity case, she was just like you and me. She went to Broad Street Primary School. She wasn't a genius, she wasn't a fool. She did her work and she followed the rules, 'cause she was keen to please. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. Ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. She left behind a lot to show, got a job in the baby grow. Hopes and dreams that you'd never know, she'd never let you see. She found herself with a lover's child. She married the boy who made her smile, and she was happy for a little while, well, as far as she could be. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. Now she's living on her own. The joker left and the kids have flown. She grits her teeth and she carries on like other times before. Cards were dealt and the coin was tossed, and now she's left with a sense of loss. But still a spark of the girl she was, she could have been much more. Just like you and me, too small to be seen by the winners in the world. The ones who make deals don't believe that she can feel. Just an ordinary girl, just like you and me. Just like you and me. Just like you and me. Okay, this is for my mum. She had it played at her funeral. I'd never heard it before that. Just by the by, Jim, I think you and I probably could be in the Guinness Book of Records for mentioning place names and people that are sort of local to Fife and round about Fife. And it seems perfectly natural to me, but I remember I think it was one of Imelda's brothers, I think it was Tommy, young Tommy Wallace. I call him young, he was older than me, but his dad was old Tommy. And he said, "I think you're really talented, Tony." He says, "But you'll never make it. You've got all these songs called, I've got those Mossmore and Complex Petrochemical Blues and songs about Broad Street and everything." I just think it's natural you write about, your own world. There's not a lot of point in me writing about San Francisco or LA or anywhere. I've never been there. And I don't know what it's like to live there. Anyway, this was played at my mum's funeral, and it's in the style, actually, of a Scottish lament, but it's actually an American tune. It was written by a Jewish guy from the Bronx called Jay Unger. And he ran a little kind of folk summer camp thing. Very worthy kind of communal sort of enterprise. And it went for quite a few years, and when it had to wind up, he was really, really sad. And it was the Ashokan weekend. So I think it's an Indian, a North American Indian name. But anyway, he wrote this Ashokan farewell, and my mum loved the tune. I think she'd heard Ali Bain or someone playing it, because it's been played by lots of Scottish people. Anyway, you can play it on the guitar, in a way, and here it is. I used to hope I can. It's a nice little tune, that, isn't it? Okay, another acoustic number. Bzz. This is good old Richard Thompson's Vincent Black Lightning. Girl, boy, motorbike, shotgun, policeman, hospital, death, motorbike keys, etc. It's called Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. Apparently, if you had one of them now in good nick, you could sell it for about £1 million or something. So this is it. Said Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Oh, a girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favourite colour scheme. And he pulled around behind and down to Box Hill, it is right. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. I'll tell you in earnest I'm a dangerous man. For I fought with the law since I was 17. Oh, come down, Red Molly, cried Sergeant McRae. Oh, they've taken James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, left nothing inside. Oh, come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. Said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. 9 Nortons and engines and Greaves won't do. They don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. Well, he reached for her hand and he slipped her the keys. Said, I've got no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. He gave her one last kiss and died, and he gave her his Vincent to ride. Always like playing that. It's a great thing to play, but it's it's in my history now. I don't have to think about it. My fingers play it, and my brain doesn't need to take any part in it. And that's what I'm aiming for with these new ones that I keep doing. So I've got to put them there so that I don't have to keep relearning them. And once they're there in my hands, and my brain doesn't have to get involved, which at my age is a good thing. That's good. Anyway, a couple of electric ones now. Do this one a lot. And I'm going to finish off with another blues one, but one that I've never done. Well, not in this situation anyway before. I played it years ago with a band, I think. Anyway, first of all, this is Do I Ever Cross Your Mind? Bonnie Raitt and Ray Charles, although they didn't write it, but the version of it is absolutely superb. Do I Ever Cross Your Mind? cross your mind? Darling, do you ever see some situation somewhere, somehow triggers your memory? Do you ever wonder what became of old time? Do I ever cross your mind? Do you ever wanna know, do all dreams go on endlessly, or do they just run down somehow and gradually become a custody of that melancholy jailer for all the time? Do I ever cross your mind? Do I ever cross your mind? Uninvited, when you're lonely, well, does it only happen to me? Darling, do you ever wanna know what became of old time? Do I ever cross your mind? Do you ever wanna know what became of old time? Do I ever cross your mind? Do I ever cross your mind? Okay, I have to do a tiny little tweak here to take this out of open tuning, so give me 2 ticks. Okay, this is my last number. It's called Stormy Monday. I thought since I'd called this Stormy Sunday, I might as well do this one. And it's an old T-Bone Walker song. The version everyone knows is the Allman Brothers version, and it's not quite the same as that. The Allman Brothers version I really like, actually. They put in some really nice chords. But the backing track I've got is kind of like the old T-Bone Walker one, more or less. And it's called Stormy Monday, and it's great. Until I get my hands on it. You know, I never thought I'd hear anyone saying, I wish I had the clap, Stevie. Never mind. Here we go. This is Stormy Monday. Call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday's just as bad. Call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday's just as bad. Lord, on Wednesday's worse, and Thursday's oh so sad. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. The eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. Sunday I go to church, and I get down on my knees and I pray. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy on me. The piano player's killing me. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy on poor me. You know I'm trying to find my baby. Please send her on home to me. Well, thank you very much. That piano was really deafeningly loud. I'll have to do something about that. I'll give him a good spanking, the piano man. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening, folks. I won't see you now for a couple of weeks because round about middle of the week I'm heading off for Cornwall house and dog sitting again, which I'm looking forward to because it's great. But I will miss doing this. So, thank you again for listening and see you all soon. Good night.